What's up guys, Chris here, back again with another video on the channel. In today's video, I want to talk about Icon SBCs. They have been confirmed. They are back in FIFA 21. I'm going to also talk about Icon swaps a little bit, and I want to talk to you guys about the potential market movements that we'll see and how you guys can make some coins around these SBCs. So before we get into the video, if you can, drop a like on it. Can we get 50 likes on this video? That'd be awesome. And subscribe if you're new around here as well. Make sure you guys are also turning the notification button on as well. I think I said it as well a couple different times there. So with icons coming back into FIFA 21, the base is in the middle. It's going to be the same thing as FIFA 20 where they're going to be in packs. The base and the middles will be in packs from the start of the year. The bases will be out of packs by December. The middles will be out of packs by February. And then the primes and the moments will pretty much take their places once they go out of packs. With Icon SBCs returning, the first ones are going to come out late November. For me, this is a perfect opportunity for them to release the first Icon SBC during the Black Friday promo. Reason being, it's just a historic weekend in FUT every single year. It's just kind of like this thing that's always in the back of people's minds. You know, a month prior, people are starting to think about, you know, when's the Black Friday market crash and all that kind of stuff. So it's a big weekend in FUT, and this would be a great opportunity, I think, especially when they said late November. I think Black Friday could be that time when they release the first Icon SBC. I remember back in FIFA 18, they released the first big icon, which was Henry during Black Friday. I could be mistaken on that, but I believe it was. Icon SBC will be available long-term, but not permanently. Specific version of icons will only become eligible for SBC after they've been released in packs for a short time. After an Icon SBC expires, it may be re-released at a later date. That'll be interesting if they release something in November and then they release that same SBC again in like April or May. That'd be interesting. Icons may be used as requirements in SBCs. Icon swaps will be the same pretty much as last year. What I hope from the icon swaps is do not give me a timetable as when I should complete the icon swaps. If I'm going to complete an objective, let me grind every objective. Don't say we have 6 tokens here and you're gonna have to wait 3 weeks for the next 6 tokens. Allow me to complete the icon as fast as possible if I want to do that. That's one of my big hopeful changes for FIFA 21 with the icon swaps. Icon swaps 1 will begin in December for the first time. There'll be a greater mix between icons and pack rewards. No specific version of an icon released through an SBC will be released again through icon swaps and vice versa. This, for me, is the perfect balance. Not the perfect balance, but it's a good balance to have. If EA are not going to give us the top echelon icons to grind through objectives, give it to us through SBCs and allow us to grind for the shorter term icons, the lower tier icons, shall I say, with objectives. We had this kind of like blue area, like where we didn't really know if they were going to allow us to grind for these Sbcs, the Ronaldos, the Hullets through objectives. And honestly, I didn't think they were ever going to allow us to do that, and it never happened. And then the community got upset because icon swaps, with icon swaps too at that point of the year, it just was not a good selection of icons to do for the most part. I remember the standout player was like Moments Cannavaro, which is a good player, but if you're expecting icon swaps 3, you're expecting like some of the big guys. So that was disappointing from this year, but now they've kind of cleared it up. I think this is what they're going to do. They're going to give us the top tier SBCs, or top tiers as SBCs, and the lower tiers as objectives. That'll be, I guess, what they're going to be rolling with in FIFA 21. Now, going into the market movements with this. Now, obviously, they had a key line here. Icons may be used in SBCs. They will be used. Not may, they will be. All right, there's no other way to get an icon at a certain price if you don't put an icon as a SBC requirement. So if you look at Schmeichel here, FIFA 19 was the first time that they put icons as requirements. He went from 250,000 coins and literally doubled within 4 days. And by November, he hit a peak of 830,000 coins. This was too high of an icon floor. So I hope that the icon floor is going to be a little bit lower this year, so you can trade with these icons, not at like such a huge budget. If I wanted to trade with Schmeichel, right, you couldn't really trade with them unless you sniped them underneath the icon floor, because no one's paying 800, let's say 870k in a fluctuation with Schmeichel, because realistically, no one's paying 870 for Schmeichel to be in their team. The only thing they're getting paid to get is for icon requirements. So, you know, it hopefully, you know, as people now know that icons possibly are required in SBCs, the floor isn't as big. You know, I would like 300 to 400k as like the floor for an icon if we're going to do that as requirements. Now look at FIFA 20 Parejo. Right here is the graph of Parejo in FIFA 20. Look at look at this. SBC fodder was dead this year. Okay, they were terrible to trade with. There was no fluctuations as much as FIFA 19 Parejo. And let me show you the graph on this card. Let me show you guys. This graph just shows you like how much icon SBCs and SBCs in general really helped this market. The floor for 86 overall players was like 12 to 13k in FIFA 20. In 19, they were like 20k plus. And that is what you're going to see a little bit different between the gold fodder and the inform fodder. They're going to have a higher floor now, especially the ones that are not needed for people's teams. They're only needed for SBCs. You will see a certain floor, and every single time they get under that floor, what you're going to do, because you know that those cards are going to go back to that floor, you're going to buy them underneath the floor, and then whenever they rise for an SBC, they're going to go up, and you're going to make a ton of coins like that. Look at just the fluctuation between this card in FIFA 19 compared to his same overall in FIFA 20. I mean, it's just night and day difference with the SBC fodder. So I'm glad that icon SBCs are back, because now fodder is going to be much more stable, and whenever there's supply coming out, if they drop in price, it's going to be a great opportunity for you guys to make coins. So that's fodder. Same thing with informs. You're going to have a higher ceiling probably for informs, but I like that though, because if they ever drop because of a market crash or whatever, it's a great opportunity to make millions of coins by investing in those cards when a new icon SBC comes out. Here's the accessibility part that I really like about the icon SBCs. Here's Ronaldo's FIFA 20 graph. On April 4th to May 5th, he went from 12.5 million all the way to 10 million. Now, this is during team of the season. This is when the guys are at the top of the top that are being released every single week with Prem Tots, you know, La Liga Tots, Ligue 1, right? All of these top tier cards are getting released, and yet he's still 10 million coins. But if you look at FIFA 19, on April 4th to May 5th, he goes from 6.1 million, goes all the way to 4.4. That is much more accessible for the top tiers. The Cruyffs, the Ronaldos, the Hullets, the Eusebios. Those are the type of cards that people need to have an SBC for. If you're not going to allow us to grind through objectives, you might as well give us to them in SBCs. And I don't think Ronaldo's going to be cheap. I think Ronaldo's going to probably be like 5-6 million to do. But it's still better than FIFA 20 when, I've always said this, in FIFA 20, you either had to be a top trader or you had to have spent thousands of dollars on the game to be able to get one of these guys. That's the thing. You didn't see many people using R9 unless they had a ton of coins or they just spent a ton on the game. So, thankfully, they have now made the accessibility for icons to be a little bit cheaper now. And the reason why is because an icon SBC, let's say it's like 6 million coins to do the SBC, that icon on the market will never be over 6 million coins. It will always be underneath that because the SBC is untradeable. But you also get the packs back. Like, you get 13, 14 different packs back. Hopefully, they allow you to have them tradable. The trend that we had seen in FIFA 20 was untradeable packs. But I hope, I'm praying that the packs are tradable, because that was some of the most fun I had in FIFA 19, where I knew I had enough to do a Vieira, and I just stacked all the packs and waited till the end to do it. And it was a lot of fun with the Twitch chat. It was so much fun to do at a time where it was like team of the season as well. So I'm hoping they keep it tradable packs. That'd be one of the two mistakes I think they would make if they handle the icon SBCs pretty wrong. So accessibility is huge with icons. Most icons will be a little bit lower now this year than they were in FIFA 20, especially the higher tier ones. Here's what one of these SBCs may look like. This was 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I think it was 11 requirements for this. I remember crafting this for 1.3 million coins, and that is because I stacked all of these packs. I got 2 100k packs, one for completing the 89 squad, one for completing the icon. That was also a great thing about, you know, the icon SBCs. If you had a bad icon in your club from a base icon or from a middle icon, you didn't just throw it in some random SBC. You threw it into an icon SBC that you wanted to complete. So that was great about FIFA 19 that I liked. You're gonna be able to stack these packs. Hopefully they're tradable, like I said. Now, another market movement you may see is silvers and bronze squads. Now, here's the trend that you would see with silvers and bronzes. They're going to have a lot more value this year now because they're always going to be needed for icon SBCs. That's a +1. They're also going to be used possibly in league SBCs. So silvers and bronzes are going to have a lot of fluctuations this year. Now, the trend that we saw in FIFA 19 was a bronze squad was needed for a certain icon SBC. That bronze squad was 11,000 coins to do altogether. So that means like every bronze card was at least like 1,000 coins if you really look at it that way. Then, as the SBC was kind of lowering in hype as people did him over and over again, or, you know, different people obviously did him and then the hype kind of died down a little bit, the SBC got a little bit cheaper. It went to 4 to 5K. What you guys could do there is now you can start investing in the certain cards that you know are going to go up with those SBCs pretty much. It's almost like advanced SBC trading, where if you know a card's going to drop a little bit, you always invest because you know there's a certain floor that he's going to be when the SBC gets a little bit more hype. And like I mentioned to you guys in a previous YouTube video, if there's a promo weekend, guess what's going to happen? That SBC guy is going to go even higher because people want to open on packs. So that's pretty much a lot of the market movements that you can see. You can profit off of bronze cards, silvers, you can profit off of golds, fodder cards, inform fodders. Icons will be more accessible. Icons may have a higher floor this year as well because of the requirements for icon SBCs. If you guys did enjoy this video, drop a like on it and subscribe if you're new around here. And I'll talk to you guys in a video soon. Peace out.